Okay, so now we're back on vMo1, and as you can see, it's now on ESXi 55B, and its files are on gold storage too. But now I want to do something different. Now what I want to do is I want to change it again. I want to migrate it back to ESXi 55A as far as the state of the virtual machine. Call me fickle, but that's what I want to do. And at the same time, what I want to do is I want to change the file location to a private data store that only 55A can see. You might be thinking, what, are you crazy? You can't do that. Matter of fact, I'll show you that you can't do that with the Windows client. Let's go to the Windows client for just a second. And let's say that we wanted to migrate the data store of vMo1. So I click on Migrate, and I say I want to change the data store. And let's look at the options. It says, well, you could go to any of these shared data stores, or you could go to private B, because you're on B. But you notice that private A is not even listed. Why would it be? Because private A is just for A, and I'm on B. Right? That would be impossible, right? Well, let's go back to the web client and find out. What I want to do is I want to show you these data stores so you don't think I'm trying to pull anything here. Here's private A, and if you look at its connectivity and multipathing, it can only be seen by A. Here's private B, it can only be seen by B. Everybody else is shared storage. So again, what I want to do, go back to the virtual machine, what I want to do is I want to change its state from ESXi 55B to ESXi 55A. And at the same time, while I'm doing that, what I want to do is change its files, migrate its files to private A. But it's on B right now. So let's do it. I'm going to right click on vMo1. I'm going to click on Migrate. I'm going to click on Change both the host and the data store. Click on Next. It does the compatibility check, says OK, that's fine. I click on Next. Where do you want to go? I want to go back to ESXi 55A. It says no problem there. And look, it offers private A as an option. So I click on private A. The only warning that it gives me is that vSphere AHA will be temporarily disconnected while it's changing, and that it'll be protected again once it gets to the other host. But now it'll continue. Now it's just a matter of choosing which type of vMotion I want to do. Typically you leave that at the default, and it says, okay, here's what you wanted to do. You wanted to change both the host and the data store. You wanted to go to the host, ESXi 55A, and you wanted to go to the data store, private A. So I'm currently on B, which has visibility to all the shared data stores as well as to its private B. But I'm actually changing the data store, the files that the data store the files are on, to private A. Leave same format as the source and optimal vMotion with reserved CPU. And click on Finish. And as you can see, it's off to the races already. How about that? So as you can see, there are things that we can do that improve the flexibility for the administrator in the vSphere web client that are not possible on the Windows-based client. And again, I want to mention that currently The automated services of DRS and storage DRS don't take advantage of these features. So therefore, for example, for DRS, you still need shared data stores. So keep that in mind for the test and for real life. But as far as flexibility for yourself, for being able to do what you want to do as quickly as possible, there are these new features. There are also new tools to help you save time in understanding what's really going on your network without having to be an expert at interpretation of multiple resource readings. And a nice advancement in regards to all that has been the vCenter Operations Manager. And so we're going to talk about the vCenter Operations Manager in our next lesson.